Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us once again. We are at the Valais Blacknose Sheep ring now, and I'm here with John and Kaylee, who are experts in the breeds because I am not. John, whereabouts do you come from?
Kilmacombe.
Kilmacombe. And what have you missed about the Highland show not being on for 2 years?
The beer.
That has been a very common answer, I feel, out of the day. But isn't it great to just see familiar faces and see a great stock of sheep here today?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
So are you a breeder of Valais Blacknose yourself?
Just started breeding them, yes, it's the last year or two, yeah.
Fantastic. And do you fancy showing at the Highland show someday yourself?
Maybe Kaylee will, but I don't think I will. No.
Kaylee, do you get involved with the sheep work at home?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like the Valais Blacknose sheep?
Many have we got?
We have got 3.
3 ewes.
You've got 3 ewes, wow. And did they have any lambs this year?
We only had one, didn't we?
Yeah, we only had 1, but we did actually have 2, but 1 died.
Oh, that's a shame. But you've
That's
got
our
what?
only tuck lamb.
It's the only tuck lamb. So you've got a ewe lamb this year. Do you think she'll come to the Highland show next year?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yes she will. Come on, you need to work hard. Can you, John, tell us a wee bit about the breed and what they're bred for and why it was the Valais Blacknose that you chose to get into?
Just a thing I quite fancied doing actually. We have a wee bit of ground, so we just thought we'd give it a try.
And what made you choose the Valais Blacknose over a Texel or a Blackie? Or
Well, I actually have some Texels. I don't have any Blackies, too wild then for me.
So is the Valais Blacknose a wee bit of a hobby for you then?
Yes, very much so. I hope to build it up, yeah.
And our judge today, do you know much about him?
I don't know him at all actually, no.
I think he's maybe travelled up from Devon,
Yep,
am I right?
I believe, yeah.
Okay, so the Valais Blacknose are very well established across the whole of the UK now.
Yes, they are getting that way.
And what will he be looking for? What makes a good Valais Blacknose?
You want a good frame, nice square frame, nice straight legs. Fleece, the markings are important, but people get hooked up in the markings.
Okay.
But they're not just so important. More a good frame, and a nice fleece, a nice tight wool, a nice good crimp on it.
So they produce good wool. Is the biggest market really for their wool?
No, not really. The biggest market in a minute is actually just for pets. But people are crossing them and doing quite well with them.
Excellent. It's a big class we have here in front of us. Is there 10 in here?
I think so, yeah.
There's 11 in this class. This is a tremendous turnout of Valais Blacknose. It just goes to show how popular the breed has become. I think we should give it over to the cameraman now and maybe give you guys a look at what the Valais Blacknose sheep actually is.
And 6 is 1568.
Thank you. So the Blacknose sheep originates from the Valais canton of Switzerland.
Gimmer from Richard Wood.
Native to the upper region, the Blacknose grazes in the Alps in the summer months. Very distinctive, as you can see, with her black nose, some black markings down over her legs and a seriously woolly fleece. They are housed through the winter, however the Blacknose is a sturdy breed which is well adapted to the harsh Swiss conditions of the mountains and can endure the summer months. We're now just seeing them running a wee bit loose here so that the judge can see how they locomote and how they parade on their legs.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic show of Bell Texas we've had today. Just like to thank our judge, Mr. David Thornley, for doing such a fantastic job.
Breeders are now being asked to just catch up their sheep here. The judge has seen them parade naturally and is now just asking the breeders to hold them.
A wonderful show and spectacle at the Royal Highland Show 2022.
I should mention now that this class is actually sponsored by Merlin Vets. Thank you very much. And our judge today is Mr. David Hodge, who has travelled all the way up from Devon. You can see now that the breeders are holding their sheep again. They are large and relatively slow maturing breed. They actually only breed for the first time at 12 months old, so a lot later than some of our continental breeds. Don't know if any of you guys can spot a familiar face in the ring here. We do actually have one of Scottish agriculture's famous faces, Mr. Raymond Irvine, who you might recognise from This Farming Life. He has a sort of hobby flock, which I think has become more than a hobby, and he's now taking his Valais Blacknose around the country to many shows and has great success with them. As I mentioned, very distinctive by their black nose. They also have black ears and black markings down over their legs. Ewes have a black tail spot, whereas rams do not. So it does look like to me, not being an expert in the breed at all, it looks like we have a pen of rams here. Don't quote me on anything. The horns are spiral and grow outward from the head, and the wool, as John just mentioned, is a really important characteristic of the sheep. From the whole body, head and legs are evenly well covered, exhibiting the sheep's robust frame. So I think we have 11, as young Kaylee told us there, we have 11 in this class, which is a tremendous turnout. And our judge is just selecting our first place Valais Blacknose just now. Raymond Irvine there from This Farming Life getting a 3rd place. I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted with that. He's got a wall full of rosettes and trophies. He'll be delighted to be taking home a 3rd place from such a tough class. And we have a great turnout of people here watching the Valais Blacknose Sheep. As John mentioned, it was a bit of a hobby for a lot of people, but the breed has become increasingly popular over the last couple of years, with people investing in a couple of ewes as they have that striking characteristic. Thank you so much once again for joining me at the Valais Blacknose Ring. And thank you, John and Kaylee, for your expertise. You've been absolutely fantastic. We have pygmy goats up next, so please stay tuned and watch the girls introduce you to some pygmy goats and all that we have for the rest of the weekend. Big wave.